Hi guys, it's Sarah from I Swear I'm Stitching. Today is October 27th and this is episode 75. I have a jingly beagle. If you hear jingling, that's her. Guys, I did it. I'm hitting a choker. Look, do you like it? It was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. So, yeah, so I'm super stoked about that. I enjoy that. Sorry, of course. Start recording. Get it right in your nose. No, Amber. No, just lay down. Lay down. Sorry. So this is a channel about stitching mainly. I also quilt and knit. Those are not featured as heavily because I don't do them as much. Sorry, I'm gonna take a sip. And I've been really focused on 2 stitching projects, so this is going to be short and sweet. And I'm kind of in a mood. I had a rough week. Some issues with my beagle, my old lady baby. But anyways, you don't want to hear about that. It was scary, and I thought we were going to lose her, but we think, thanks to talking to a couple friends, that she just had a seizure. But anyways, and I still haven't heard from my insurance on whether or not my surgery is approved or denied. It's in a week and a half, so I don't anticipate having that surgery, but we'll see. Because if the doctor doesn't hear from them by the date of the surgery, I have to pay out of pocket and then be reimbursed, and I don't got that money. So anyways, let's get to the stitching. Let's get to the finished projects. So I had this, mother dog just snored, frosted pumpkin stitchery thing that I did a couple years ago, I believe, and I just didn't like it. It was probably the last thing I did by them when I realized that their style isn't really my style anymore. I mean, it's super cute. All their stuff's super cute. I just don't really enjoy stitching it anymore or looking at it. Because I had it hanging by my bookshelf for a while, and then I took it down. So I was like, I don't really like it. So I didn't know what to do with it. And then when my son's best friend said they were going to have a baby, and I was going through the box of Pride, not the box of shame. There. Like I don't want to say I got yelled at or scolded, but people mentioned, hey, you should be proud of your box of finishes. And I am proud. They are all beautiful and I love them. Anyways, it's called Storytime Classics. It's from Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. I want to say that's, I don't think it's 18 count. Is it 16 count? I don't know. It's an Ada. It's blue. I finished it years ago. I just turned it into a rough little pillow. Some fabric of writing. So they can like put it in the crib or on a chair or something. And then I ordered them a copy of The Wizard of Oz. That's supposed to come today, which I hope does, because tomorrow's baby shower. I was gonna get them Charlotte's Web, but I found like a small kitty, smaller version, like geared towards little kids for Wizard of Oz. So there you go, just a rough little pillow. I FFO'd that for them. And I finished their baby quilt. This is the, what is the pattern? Layer Cake Lemonade from the Fat Quarter Shop. And I used fabric that I don't know. I got it off Amazon, I think. It's super cute. I love it so much. Look how cute this is. And I like, they're having a girl. I like that I went with the non-traditional girly, you know. I used that green as a backing fabric. And then I had brown left over from the other quilt I'm working on, binding, so it all goes together. And those 2 colors are really close, but they're different fabrics. Look how cute. Ignore my belly. This is why I want surgery. Look at that. Look at that. Anyway. Look how cute. These have the cutest animals in it. Okay, look. See. Where is it? that dog fur in my mouth. The little frog is waving. There's a turtle with a hat, like a friggin' beanie on. Where's the turtle with the beanie? Look, 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 look. He's got a little beanie on. I mean, come on. Oh, I think one of my favorites is honestly just a little pig. He's just so stinking cute. Yeah, anyway, just cute fabrics. Sorry, I thought looking at them. So I just have to, I saved it to show, and then I'm gonna pop it in the wash tonight to make it crinkly and cute and ready for the baby shower tomorrow. Pretty big baby quilt. But yeah, I just quilted straight lines in the thin strips, and then just big old X's in the big ones. And then I quilted in between each big block too. So yeah, that's the baby quilt. Oh shit. And I'm currently binding the bigger embroidery quilt, which is over there, and it's huge, and so I'm not dragging over here to show you brown binding. Okay, so I need another drink. Because coffee's refreshing. And then some water. This is my life. If you've ever had bariatric surgery, I feel like all you do all day is drink. Anyways, what I've been working on. Just your projects, because I'm addicted. You know I'm addicted to my Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow. I'll show you a picture, even though everyone and their mother and grandmother and grandchildren knows what it looks like. Yoink. Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow. I can't see. There it is. That's Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow from Carriage House Samplings. And I'm working mine on 18 count Ashen Tan Ada from To Die For Fabrics using Called For DMC 1/1. And I'm working on block 3, which is the Headless Horseman. You know I name my stuff, but I can't rename him. He already has a name. He's the Headless Horseman. So I just have 2 colors I'm working on right now, the black and that green. And I just cut a couple lengths off and then blindly pick a black or the green and do a couple lengths before I work on my other project I'm addicted to. He's so cute. I mean, for Headless Horseman at all. But yeah, so I've got to fill in the tree trunk here and then do trees up here, black tree up here, 2 more bats, his coat, and fill in that. I want to say that's all, but oh my gosh, it's so much. I want to have him done before my surgery. So I haven't had surgery. But that's not going to happen. But that's fine. I have my kid pick out another number soon, just so I can prepare the flosses. And then my other obsession is my current witchy stitch for October, and that is the Halloween Quaker by Lila Studios, or Lila's, I'm sorry. Oh. I'm using the Called For color and cottons, except for the white. I was going to use just DMC white, whatever I had a lot of in my stash, B50, whatever, Blanc. I didn't care. I'm not buying overdyed white because it's white. Anyways. And I didn't have any overdyed white in my stash until the advent for Patchwork Rabbit came and actually had a white in it. It had the, what is it, antique lace? Yeah, antique lace. So I'm just using the antique lace for the white. And yeah, everything else is the Called For colors. Trying to find. What am I looking for? That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for black coffee. Okay, so I started this on Sunday because it's my witch for the month, and I start them on Sunday. And I am using, I should have taken it out of the Q-snap because I'm going to move it anyways, move the Q-snap anyways, but I didn't, I'm sorry. It's 36 count linen in Paranormal from Bestitch Me. It is stitching up like a 32. I started with 1/2 and it was so thin. It did not work. So it's stitching up like a 32 count. So it's 2/2. Yeah. Look how much I got done, you guys. The smoke does blend in with the purple here, but this fabric has purple and blue and like this brownie color. So I'm hoping that the smoke will be on some of the other colors eventually and stick out more. I mean, it's very clear to me, but it does blend in. And you know what? I kind of like that most everything else will pop and they'll just they'll be kind of blendy parts. But this motif right here, maybe I don't use, and I was doing one stitch at a time, black coffee, classic colorworks. There is absolutely, can you see any variation in that? I can't see any variegation. So I think doing 1/1, I wasted more thread. And look at my back. I feel like I wasted so much thread doing 1/1. I feel like it takes more thread. I don't know. So from anything else that calls for, there's a fuzz there. Anything else that calls for black coffee from Classic Colorworks, I'm just stitching like normal. Same thing with this one, which is Blackbird? Yeah, Blackbird. There's no variegation in that. I mean, I'm using these because I happen to have them in my stash. If I hadn't had them in my stash, I would not have bought them because smoke I would have, because clearly there's variegation. I don't understand or like to use overdyed threads that have no variegation because what's the point? DMC is cheaper. I could do a dark brown in DMC for a lot cheaper. So, whatevs. Anyways, but since I started, I'm going to stick with them because this used almost an entire skein. That's all I have left. Almost an entire skein. One motif. Look how big that pattern is. Yeah, I'm about to buy, I mean, the pattern clearly says 2 skeins is needed for Blackbird and Black Coffee. That's, sorry, okay, so that's Black Coffee. That's Blackbird. I feel like it should be different because that's brown. That should be Black Coffee. That should be, anyways. So you know, clearly says get your ass 2 skeins, and I didn't see that when I started. I was like, oh, I had those skeins in my stash, so I started. And now I could easily probably sub out DMC color for the rest of whatever that is, Black Coffee. But I feel like I've committed. So eventually I'll buy just another skein. But this is, again, so big and there's so many different motifs. I could do so much other stuff and avoid using that color for a while. So, yeah. But I was addicted. The Quakers are so addicted because it's like one little, that's not little, motif. Like I worked on a chunk of that and then I moved over here and started, and then I did a couple little doodly dads, and then I started and I did some of that, and I started some of the moon and I did that. You know, it's just like fun because it's all these little things. I love Quakers. So yeah, I've been addicted to doing that one too. My hand cramped up holding that. Like from holding my I've been like holding my Q-snaps, which is nothing different than I've ever done. Starting to cramp up right in there. Might have to do with binding too, the way I bind and hold my fabric. That could be it, because I've been a binding machine and now my hand's cramping. And I've been stitching for years and years and it doesn't usually hurt in that spot on my thumb. I like to work out my problems in real time for you guys. That's all I got for you. That's it. You know? And my plans are to work on Holly and Quaker till Sunday. When I work on my last project, I don't even have to spin the wheel. This is my last witch. Is Pumpkin Witch from Foxglove and Crow. It's from the Seasons of the Witch pattern collection from the Starlight Stitchery. And there it is. How cute she is. A little pumpkin with a little hat all askew. And I'll be doing it on scrap fabric. I don't know what it is, but it's like a green color. Should fit on there. If not, I've got plenty of other scraps I can pop on there. I think this is a 36. This looks like a 36. So I'll try it 1/2 and see how it looks. And I've got the called for threads, because I think they called for the threads that came in the kit. Yep, they called for the Forbidden Fiber co-threads, and then just like a couple DMCs. But I don't think I'm using any DMC. I'm using the called for, no, I'm using black. I'm using obviously 310. So there's the called for Forbidden Fiber colors. And then there's like just this DMC color, this dark orange. I just am going to use the dark orange part of this Stitch Me Silk, because I didn't have that dark orange in my stash for some crazy reason, even though I have literally 6 or 7 boxes of bobbinated floss thread. There's always one color missing, right? So I'll start that Sunday. And that's it. That's all I've got for you guys. I don't want to say a slow week, because I got a lot of progress done, but not a lot of different projects. I can't do words. Oh, I guess this is also an FFO. That's from the Black Needle Society box. It's a scary bird. Also from the Black Needle Society box. The treat box. I like how it turned out. I thought it was gonna be too much, but you know what? I like it. Okay. And I do have haul. And I forgot the haul over there. It's just a small little thing, so really, it's not even stitchy, really. You know what? I don't have a pen. I was gonna mark it off. I'll mark it off later. Anyways, I won something. I won a pattern from Crisscross Stitch. I'm not big on cats, but just the thought of the cute little cat in the ghost costume got me, so I entered and I won. And oh, why can't I find it? Oh my god, I take too many pictures of random shit. It is Spooky Cat from Cobweb and Rose. I won the PDF. Look how cute. There we go. Look how cute, like, the little kitty cat is with the, that'll stitch up super quick. Super quick, I think. Yeah, there is a lot of white. But anyways, it's cute. I love ghosts. So I won that. And that is literally it. Life updates. You've heard me bitch about the surgery. I don't know if it'll happen, yada yada. You don't want to hear about it anymore. My kids were all home for the weekend. We had our Halloween movie marathon. We watched, oh my god, I can't think of words. Did we watch the original Halloween, which Eli liked, and Anna and my son liked. My daughter and bonus child hated it. They thought it was the stupidest movie they've ever seen. They would not stop riffing during it. They were like, this is so slow, this is so boring, this is so stupid. I'm like, you guys don't appreciate a slow burn, man. But then we watched The Frighteners, and they all loved that. And then we watched Evil Dead, and they all loved that. They laughed, they were like grossed out. They were all super impressed by the practical special effects. My kids love old school special effects. CGI, they love old school special effects. My bonus child and daughter's favorite of the night was Frighteners, and my son's favorite of the night was Evil Dead. And then next year, I already plan to watch Rosemary's Baby, Evil Dead 2, and then I have to decide on the third one. I'm kind of not sure about the third one. Oh, I have a year to think about it. And then we went to the psychic fair, and we didn't really, they go just to buy stuff because they are shoppers, my children. And because my daughter had to go home that day, back to college, we couldn't be there long, so I didn't get a reading done or anything. Kind of regret, wish I'd had a reading done. And then they had someone doing spirit guide paintings. I wish I'd done that. It was my friend and her family were there, and I talked to her afterwards, and she had a reading done, and she was told that one of her two spirit guides is a field mouse because they're helpers. And oh my God, is she a helper? She is such a helper. It's like, yeah. And then like an hour later, she went and had her psychic spirit guide painting done, and the woman painted a mouse. She said you're a helper, and your spirit guide is a mouse. And I was like, oh, that's crazy. So, and then during her reading, the psychic said she needed a rose from her pap. And so she got a rose, but then she put it in the car with some stuff she bought, I don't know. And then like an hour later, went and had her spirit guide painting, and the woman painted a rose. So really, it's, I don't know, it was creepy. Not creepy, but you know, like you love those little things. That's the fun part of the psychic fair. Even if you don't fully believe, like me, it's fun. But we shopped, and I went solely to buy earrings that a woman hand makes using, you know, stones, and she wraps the wire, and they're beautiful, and she wasn't there. So I bought a crocheted little ghost instead. It's cute. It was like $5. It's on my desk looking at me. He's adorable. And then my kids bought a lot of stuff because that's what they do. So that was the psychic fair. We went to go to the haunted house from the high school after we watched all our movies. It's a high school haunted house. I took $20. Last time I went to a high school haunted house was when my kids were little guys. It was, I still laugh because when it was done, they give you a little bag of free candy for the kids. And I got the bag of candy and turned to give it to my daughter. She must have been in like first grade, and she was just sobbing. She hated it so much. So she went with us, and she's like, you guys can go, but I am not going into that haunted house. I was like, okay. Like that was like 12 years ago, but anyways. They wanted $12 for a high school haunted house. I brought 20. There were 3 of us. I was like, oh, okay, thank you. And we left. And my son took us for a drive down one of our darker roads. He wanted to go down the back roads into the woods and stuff. But I was like, I just want to go home. He took us for a short little ride and played some spooky music in his car. So it was just nice having them all home. And that was it. That's my life. I'm going to work on finishing that quilt. That I hope to have it bound next time I see you. I'm going to work more on Hawk Run Hollow because addicted. And then I'm going to work on my Halloween Quaker till Sunday. Boom, start my Pumpkin Witch. So, I don't think I did it at the beginning, but if you were new and you stuck around, thank you. If you are not new and you stick around always, I appreciate it so much. Thank you guys. I hope you have a great fall if you're on this side of the world. Bye.